handicapped.com.
I've got a little-known 11-0 trend backing up this pick. This is Brad Powers in the pregame.com studios just off the Vegas Strip. We're talking Christmas Day football, a key AFC North battle. We got Baltimore at Pittsburgh.
These two teams do not like each other. Who do you like?
I like the Steelers. I'm going to lay them minus the points here. And what we have is a Pittsburgh team. Record doesn't show it. They're only 9-5 on the season, but I have them power rated as a top 4 team in the NFL, right along with the New England Patriots, the Dallas Cowboys, and the Seattle Seahawks. Let's talk about this Pittsburgh team as of late. Last 5 games, 5-0 straight up, 5-0 against the spread. Nothing fluky in those games because in each of those 5 games, they scored at least 24 points in each and every one of those games. And then defensively, they've limited their opponents to 20 points or less in all 5 of those games.
I got to tell you, I think the last game was the most impressive. They trailed the Bengals 20-6. The Bengals were sky high. Pittsburgh could not score touchdowns, and they covered kicking field goals. They kicked 6 field goals. They got a touchdown at the end, and they come all the way back to not just win, but to cover the -3.5. Where do you rate Baltimore in your power ratings?
Now, Baltimore, to me, is only a slightly above average team. You look at the yards per play. That's a favorite wise guy stat. You've taught me that this year, Fezzik. 5.2 yards per play is their average on offense. They give up 5.0 yards per play on defense. So they're only outgaining their opponents by 0.2 yards per play. And then you look at Baltimore. I didn't even downgrade them from last week's performance where they almost got outright upset against Philadelphia. So still only a slightly above average team.
Now, these two did play early in the year. Baltimore won the game 21-14. A little bit fortunate. They got a blocked punt. They got a long 95-yard run. Really, the game could have gone either way.
And this also put that game in perspective as far as the situation went. Roethlisberger had missed a couple of games. He was coming off the injury. He was rusty. And I got to get this stat because I talked about it at the top. Roethlisberger 10-1 straight up, 11-0 against the spread at home when he's looking to avenge a division loss.
I love that stat. Your second key handicap?
Yeah, and we're talking Pittsburgh here. It's all about maximum motivation for them. It's critical. Keep in mind, this was a team that was 4-5. Their seasons and their backs are against the wall. What have they done since then? I already mentioned it. 5-0 straight up, 5-0 against the spread. And there's nothing bigger than a division game like this. Pittsburgh and Baltimore, motivation won't be a question mark here.
Now, Baltimore has won the last 4 times straight up against Pittsburgh in this series. They do have some key matchup advantages in this game. And I do think that Harbaugh is the better in-game coach.
Yeah, I'll agree with that. He is the better in-game coach, and that allows Baltimore to win a lot of close games. But I got to tell you, Fez, I think Pittsburgh's the much better team. They're at home with revenge. Big game. I don't think this game is close.
If it's not close, you're going to cover. Let's make it official.
All right, let's make this official. We're going to take Pittsburgh minus the points. The Steelers are a top 4 team in the National Football League. Baltimore's only slightly above average. And Pittsburgh's motivation, sometimes it's up, sometimes it's down. Won't be the case here. When they're maximum motivated to play, they're one of the best teams in the league. Add it all up, take Pittsburgh minus the points. More videos, pregame.com.